Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Dior, and this is Arkham Horror, the card game. We're doing the Circle Undone and starting the Witching Hour with Lily Chen and Wendy Adams. Also, I think I need to note some stuff, don't I? Accepted Fate. This makes us start with 2 tablets, which we have already added. We do have a -3 in the bag, which I draw very often, so we're probably going to die a bunch. Alright, setup. We need to take the 7 Witch Haunted Woods and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these get set aside. Then we're going to shuffle. So we're going to shuffle, and the one I'm going to put on top here is going to be the one where that each investigator starts at. So Wendy's going to start here. Lily Chen's going to start here. Okay. Alright, tokens. Skull is -1 for each point you fail by. You discard the top of the card of the encounter deck. This can be pretty bad because it's if you cycling through the encounter deck does do some things with certain treacheries. Also, there are ancient evils in the deck. Tablet is -1. If you fail, it's after this test resolves. Draw the bottommost treachery in the encounter discard pile. So I don't intend on ever making a test where I fail on a -1, but it is something to be aware of. Alright, we'll shuffle the encounter deck. The agenda, there are 2 agendas. Temperance, 14. Remain calm and you may peer into an uncertain future. The balance of the universe has tilted. You are the fulcrum. Be patient and all will be revealed. 8, doomed to advance. And then we got Lost in the Woods. There are 4 acts. You have awakened alone deep in the woods south of Arkham. The mysterious soothsayer is nowhere to be seen. You rise up from the muddy trail and try to find your bearings. An oppressive weight hangs in the air. Locations in front of you are connected to one another. You may not enter locations in front of other investigators. At the end of the round, investigators may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. So one thing I'm going to try is I think I'm going to try to stall and just try to get as many clues as I can before advancing. Usually when I play through this, I tend to just pop the axe every time I have the opportunity to, but I think it's better to wait for a few reasons. Especially towards the end. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, shuffle deck and draw. That's a weakness. That's a weakness. Okay. Holy Rosary is a nice thing to start with. Ward of Protection. Spectral Shield's also not bad to start with. I don't think I need to start with them. Okay, yeah, that's a heck of a start there. Okay. Don't have much for Cluven, but the Holy Rosary will give us some decent... We'll get our willpower up, which will actually be helpful for a lot of things in the future. Alright, and then for Wendy... Okay. Double nautical charts and an emergency cache and a backpack. I'm going to tag out the Keep Faith for now. Pocket multi-tool. Okay, that's a start. That's a strong start. All right, we can make some things that work with that. Now the bad news is I actually have a lot of good cards, and I don't exactly want to discard them for nautical charts. So it is what it is. All right, that is everybody. I'm going to shuffle one more time, shuffle one more time, and shuffle one more time. All right, let's go ahead and flip these starting locations. All right, so 3 Shroud, 2 clues, and the reaction we don't have to activate. Over here, you have to discard cards at random for every clue you find here. That's annoying. It's only investigators at that location. So if you have a way of getting clues from here without being at this location, that's a way to get around it. Unfortunately, I don't have that. All right, let's go ahead and start with the investigation phase. I'm going to start with Wendy. I'm going to spend 3 to get out Pocket Multi-Tool. Then I'm going to do Emergency Cache. And then I'm going to do Nautical Charts. And that's my turn. Alright, Lily Chen. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 to get out a Holy Rosary. I'm going to spend 2 to get out a Branded Kathuka. And I'm going to go ahead and just move down because this location is just a no-go for me. This I can work with, but I have to have 3. I have to be low on resources or have an insane amount of resources. I can also use the location here to transfer resources to other people. Okay, enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep. So unfortunately, we're probably going to have to advance normally. But we'll see. Upkeep. Okay, we got a lucky. Mythos. First clue. Our first doom. Coven Initiate. Discard the top 2. Okay, Priest seals the Coven. Getting the discard is nice. Diabolic Voices. This will be a 4-3 test. I'll go 5-3 with Pocket Multi-Tool. Actually, if I fail by... There are no extra ones. Yeah, I'll just go 4-3. Alright, I will spend 1 to lucky to pass. Actually, discard. It's just discard a random card, isn't it? Yeah, I failed by 1. So yeah, I'll discard a random card. Okay, bye-bye lucky. So I actually saved me a resource. Alright. Of course, if I had done Pocket Multi-Tool, I would have passed anyway, but that's okay. Alright, investigation phase. Alright, got a Coven Initiate to deal with. I can go 6-2 with Branded Kathuka. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I pass by a bunch. Oh, my willpower should be 4, by the way. Spend 2 charges to kill it. Alright. Next, I will go ahead and spend 2 to get out the other Branded Kathuka. And then I'm going to draw a card. Alright. Meanwhile, over here, I'm going to go ahead and investigate with Nautical Chart. This puts us at 4-3. I'll do Pocket Multi-Tool to go 5-3. Okay, that is a pass. I will go ahead and discard the Nautical Charts I have in my hand to get both clues. Okay, next I will move down. For any number of clues discovered at this location, you lose an equal number of resources. That is annoying, but that's okay. Last action, I'm just going to draw a card. Okay, we found Wendy's Amulet. That's pretty good. That pretty much means I can play the emergency cache that's in here. Okay, cool. It's actually a good idea to use Wendy's Amulet as much as possible because it gets stuff out of your discard. Alright. Enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep. Runic Axe. If only I had some money. Keep faith. Alright. Mythos, second doom. So I think the plan is I'm going to grab every clue from here. And then probably advance. Centuries of Secrets, 4-5 check. I'll just go 4-5. I have to draw the bottommost treachery in the discard pile. Bottommost is the Evil Past. I want to check something. I'm checking the wording of something. That's the advanced version. Yeah, okay, I'm correct. So bottommost is the bottom there. So I get the Evil Past, which is a bit annoying. I do fail by 2. So I do discard the top 2. So I resolve the token effect first, and then do this. Actually, sorry, before I do that, do I want to risk just... Honestly, I think I'm almost okay with just taking the horror and letting this happen. So yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Alright, I did hit a curse, which means I am going to take 1 direct damage. And that's been resolved. Alright, over here. Dissonant Voices, that's kind of annoying. Not much I can do about it either. Yeah, that sucked. I kind of have a way of getting around it, but yeah, that sucks. Alright, investigation phase. Yeah, that's so bad. Like, I need Wendy's Amulet out before I end up discarding it. Alright, we'll start with Wendy. I'm going to do Nautical Charts and do Pocket Multi-Tool. This will be a 5-3 test. It's -1, so I do pass. I'm going to go ahead and discard the backpack to get 2 clues here. And then I will lose 2 resources. And then I'm going to, for my last 2 actions, I think I'm just going to draw a card and then gain a resource. Alright, over here with Lily Chen. Fortunately, my options here kind of suck. I can attempt to investigate, but it'll be just 4-2, which isn't great. So yeah, I think first action I'm just going to draw a card. Stand Together will be useful later, but not right now. And then I'm going to gain 2 resources. There is a location that does have potentially 1 shroud, but I'm not going to hunt for it right now. Upkeep. Okay, or we could do Drawn to the Flame. That works too. Okay, bye-bye Dissonant Voices. Third Doom. Covenant Initiate. Racked. Not much we can do about that. Alright, investigation phase. I'm going to start with Wendy. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 to get out Wendy's Amulet. Then I'm going to go ahead and as an action, I will play an event from my discard pile as if it were in my hand. I will play this Mercy Cache to get 3 resources. Okay, then I'm going to, for my last action, I'm going to investigate with Nautical Charts. So I'm at 4-3. So 4-3. I do pass. Yeah, so I'm at -1 because of Racked. So that's 2, 3, 4. -1, 3. So I do pass. So I'm going to go ahead and discard Lucky. And that'll get me both the clues here. Lose 2 resources because of it. But that's been resolved. All right, Lily Chen. Let's go ahead and get to work here. I'm going to go 6-2 with Brandon Thugga. I do pass by a bunch. I'll spend 2 charges. to kill this. Next, I'm going to spend 4 to go ahead and get out my Runic Axe. And unfortunately, as much as I would like to get some clues right now, I think I'm good to go. How many cards do I have in my hand? Oh, do I not have my hand helper? I do not. That's better. Oh, that was an Elder Sign, by the way, so add 1 there. Told you I was going to forget about that. So yeah, last action. What's in the discard right now? So there's no risk of drawing an enemy. Just a risk of everything else being a problem. And I would discard 2, for this location I won't have to worry about discarding. Let's just gain a resource for our final action. Okay. Enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep. Okay, we got Refine. And we got Keep Faith. Okay. Alright, at the end of the round, I will spend 4 clues to advance. Deeper into the woods, as the rain lets up, a dense fog rolls in through the area. Soon all of the woods have vanished within the hazy fog. You call out for your companions, but none answer. You grope blindly in the haze, searching for something, anything to which you can cling. Each investigator must randomly choose one of the set-aside Arkham Woods location. So this can be a pile of bad things, because these are the same Arkham Woods locations from Night of the Zealot. And that includes the one where you have to do a freaking intelligence check to move out of it, which is what I did draw on my first attempt at this. Alright, so add it, and then they immediately move to it. Cannot cancel it. Investigate with willpower. That's not that bad, but I don't really care about... You don't actually need the clues from the Arkham Woods location. You get enough clues just from the Haunted Woods, and the Haunted Woods locations have victory. This one's a combat check. Okay. Next, each investigator spawns a goat spawn at his or her location. If there are 4 investigators, you also get a relentless Dark Young. And then you have to do a willpower and an agility test to avoid them. Alright. So agility test or willpower, I'll go willpower for Lily Chen, so this will be a 4-3 test. I'm not committing anything to it. I pass, so this will start out exhausted and disengaged. We can go 3-3. First skill test you perform each round. So this is happening. This is happening at the end of the round. So technically, I've already used Racked. So actually, I'm 4-3 right now. All right. So yeah, I'll just go 4-3 and pass. And then this will be back to normal for Mythos. Anyway, also shuffle one of the set-aside copies of Daemon Piping into the encounter deck. And then the rest into the discard. Okay. Alright, and then we do Witch Hauntings. Whatever arcane rites are being practiced in these woods, they are attracting the attention of all manner of vile beasts, the likes of which you have never seen. Is this what the soothsayer was trying to warn you about? Okay, and only requires 2 clues to advance. Alright, 1 second. Alright, so we should be at 4 Doom now. Centuries of Secrets, we're 4-5. That's another Elder Sign, and that's actually a pass. And Ancient Evils. Yeah, every Ancient Evils is going to be drawn by Wendy, by the way, because she can't do anything about it. Alright, investigation phase. Okay. All right. I'm going to start with Windy. I'm going to fast out a Keep Faith to add 4 Bless tokens. We're going to move over to Witch Haunted Woods. We're going to go ahead and investigate, which is going to trigger Racked. I'm going to do Nautical Charts with Pocket Multi-Tool. So this will put us at 4 to 4. And I will commit a Contemplative. Alright, here goes nothing. Actually, no, that's not going to be enough. Change of plans. So we fast out the Keep Faith. We moved. I will gain a resource, then do the Investigate with Contemplative. Alright, so this puts us at 2, 3, 4. So we're 4 to 4 again. As long as I don't get a -3, I can make something happen with this. We passed. Alright, so I'm going to get an extra clue because of Contemplative. I'm going to discard Keep Faith to trigger Nautical Charts. So I'm going to get 3 clues and then discard 3 cards, but I don't have any cards in my hand. Oh, sorry, I forgot the key point here. Sorry, before I do the moving, I'm going to spend 2 clues to advance. Strange melodies. As you scour the woods for answers or a path that will lead you back home, you find yourself drawn off the beaten path by a mesmerizing melody of silvery pipes. Deeper into this damp, hazy woodland, you delve, searching for the source of the strange music. Finally, you come upon a foggy clearing, at the center of which lies a half-rotted tree stump. An old but delicately carved wooden flute lies atop the stump, silently beseeching you to approach. The moment you touch the instrument, the piping melody that lured you here is cut short, and the dense fog around you disperses with a sudden breeze. Now we can go in front of the other locations. Okay. Paths into the twilight. The strange fog dispersed. You are now able to explore the woods. You are unable to find the main path that leads back to Uptown, but this is your chance to discover more about the ritual the witches are conducting. Okay, so that's why I try to get as many clues as possible so I can just do back-to-back advances. All right. Lily Chen. We definitely need to deal with the goat spawn. So we're going to do that. First things first, I'm going to attack using power with the Runic Axe. This will put us at 6 to 3. Pass for 2 damage. And then I'll attack again, this time doing Glory. Okay, kills it. I'm going to heal a horror and then take a horror. Actually, I'll heal a horror and then take a horror on the Holy Rosary. Okay. All locations in front of you are connected to one another. And we can now enter locations in front of other investigators. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and move with Lily Chen to get ready for the goat spawn there. Actually, I would like to actually move here. Yeah, I think I'm fine with just moving here. So if I move here, I can help out Wendy with some stand-togethers. So I think that'll be the plan. Alright, enemy phase, he's exhausted, will become unexhausted during upkeep. Speaking of upkeep. Okay, 11 alert's pretty good. We're at 6 doom out of 8. Frozen in Fear, I'm going to spend 1 and Border Protection this, because screw that. Centuries of Secrets, we are currently 4 to 5. We'll just go 4 to 5. Sorry, we're 3 to 5 here. I'm 0 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I did reveal a curse, so I will take 1 direct damage. All right, investigation phase. I'm going to start with Lily Chen. I'm going to do Stand Together, gain 2 resources for both of us. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and spend 4 to get Beat Cop out. And then last action, I'm going to go ahead and just gain a resource. All right. For Windy Adams, I'm going to go ahead and play Keep Faith from the discard. It's a Lightning Bolt, which will add 4 blesses. Wait, after you play an event or discard an event from play. Oh, I did this wrong. 1 second. Okay, so yeah, anytime I play an actual event from my hand, instead of discarding it from either an effect like Nautical Charts or my ability, or, you know, the thing here with Witch Haunted Woods, I do actually have to put it on the bottom of the deck. So I did play one of these 2 Keep Faiths from my hand, so it should already be on the bottom of the deck. That being said, there is still the second one. I've already paid the 2 resources, so we'll do that here. And then put that on the bottom of the deck. I always forget about that fact. Thankfully, I caught it somewhat early. So we're up to 8. We're still up to 8 bless. We do still need to investigate this at some point, so let's go ahead and do that. We've already triggered Racked, so we're good on that front. So let's just investigate here. We'll go, we're 3 to 4, 4 to 4, 5 to 4, 6 to 4 with Live and Learn. Actually, we'll just go 5 to 4. Yeah, that works. 5 to 4. We pass. We'll end up discarding this, which is fine. All right, that was our first action. Next, we'll move down to here. And I can go 3 to 2. I'll just investigate 3 to 2. We pass, get 1 clue. Okay, that is everybody. We're 1 clue away from advancing, though I don't intend on advancing just yet. Pretty much you want to get everything you need done first, and then advance. Also, I probably should deal with this Racked at some point, but oh well. Enemy phase, this I will have moved towards Lily Chen. We're going to get punched for 1 damage, which I'll have the... I'll let her take it. Alright. Takes care of that. Upkeep. String of Curses. Upkeep. Quick Thinking. Mythos. 7th Doom. Frozen Fear again. I will spend 1 resource and do Ward of Protection and take a Horror. Bedeviled. Can't activate action abilities on cards you control. I do have 1 card that has an action ability, and that's Nautical Charts. Alright. Investigation phase. I'm going to start with Lily Chen. I'm going to go ahead and do a power first. 6 to 3. 2 damage. Then we'll do Glory. 6 to 2. Kills it. I will heal a horror, and then take a horror. Actually, at this point, I'll just take the horror and... Actually, we're about to run through this, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Okay, we'll heal a horror and then take a horror. So it'll keep us at 1 there. Okay. Next, I will spend 1 to go ahead and get out Wolf Mask. Then that'll be it. It goes to Windy. I do have Racked to deal with. I can't do nautical charts either. I'm going to go ahead and do Pocket Multi-Tool and try to get rid of the Racked first. So this is going to put us at 4 to 3. I pass because that's only -1. Next, I'll go 4 to 3 on the Bedeviled. That is, I fail by 1. I'm going to spend 1. Actually, no, I'll do Live and Learn. Put it on the bottom of the deck. Retake the test. This will put us at 6 to 3. We pass barely. And then last action, we're going to go ahead and just investigate this location. Actually, no, I can't even investigate it now because of the resource requirement. I should have done what I was initially thinking, which is the lucky. As a lightning bolt, move up to 3 of your resources to investigate a resource pool, or vice versa. So yeah, I'll give a resource to Lily Chen. Now I'll investigate. We'll go 4 to 2. Yeah, 4 to 2 sounds good. We pass. We get a clue. That should be everything. Yeah, we got rid of the hexes or the curses, and then we investigated. We have 1 location left. We're about to advance, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep. Burden of Destiny. I have to take the damage and horror, which sucks. Or I could flip a thing. Oh, I've been forgetting about B Cop. I should be at 6 strength. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and flip the discipline and go back down to 5. Because at this point, I don't exactly want to take... I'm going to be taking a bunch of horror in a second. Alright, over here. Spirit Mask. Alright, we do advance. The rite commences. The moon reaches the height of its arc in the night sky. The trees begin to shift and twist in the breeze as though made of something other than solid matter. Dozens of birds suddenly scatter from every treetop. In the distance, you can hear a faint melody, the pitch bending in the wind. A cloaked figure emerges from the darkness beyond the brush, a vortex of magical energy coalescing at her feet. Are you the ones who have been meddling with our works? She wonders aloud, gazing at you suspiciously from underneath her thick hood. It is no matter. You are not welcome here, she threatens. Be gone or face the consequences. Discard all but the last 5 cards from the encounter deck. The investigator with the most cards in his or her play area must draw the topmost witch enemy in the encounter discard pile. So topmost witch enemy. All but the last 5 cards. Yep. It's going to be the Covenant Initiate. And it says draw it. So it's going to discard these top 2. Alright. As for the most cards in the play area, it's definitely Lily Chen. One thing to note about play area, it does count permanents. So Lily Chen has a bit of a head start there. I'm full on offering, so I didn't need to worry about anything on that front. The night howls, the midnight draws nearer, the forest begins to take on another form, a canopy of darkness overtakes the stars. The wind picks up in intensity, its whistling echoing through the trees. A dangerous power gathers deep within the woods, drawing only the foul and the foolish. At the end of the round, place 1 doom on this agenda for each witch enemy at the witch's circle, 12 doom to advance. Alright. Now we do Mythos cards. Demonic Piping. It's going to get attached to here and then search. Rotting Remains, I'll go 4 to 3. But before that happens, we do need to trigger Evil Past. So I'm going to take 2 horror from this and then try to get rid of it. We'll go 4 to 3 for this test. We pass thanks to the Bless token. And then for the Rotting Remains, we'll go 4 to 3. I'll go 5 to 3 with a Drawn to the Flame. We pass. All right, and then go to this, get Rotting Remains. 4 to 3 right now. I'll go 5 to 3 with a... Actually, I'll just go 4 to 3. All right, that is definitely a pass. Bye-bye blesses. Okay, investigation phase. I'm going to start with Windy. I'm going to move on over. You cannot investigate this card while you have between 3 and 5 cards. I have 2 cards. Okay, that's easy enough to work with. All right, this actually puts us in a really good spot. We have everything we want explored taken care of. So the question is do I want to murder with, if I want to murder the boss or just try to get all the clues off the location? I think murdering the boss is doable. Let's, I mean, there's also, we could also do Piper of Azathoth if we want to mess around with that, but I don't want to fight the Piper of Azathoth. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 resource to get out Sparrow Mask. And then I'm going to go ahead and investigate with Nautical Chart and use Pocket Multi-Tool. This put us at 5 to 2. Sorry. We pass. I'm going to discard Quick Thinking and get both clues here. All right, so we have all the clues we need to advance, but we're going to wait until next round to do it. Meanwhile, Lily Chen, you got some work to do. Let's go ahead and punch with the Runic Axe. We're 6 to 2. I'm going to do Power and Glory. Yeah, Power and Glory. That'll put us at 6 to 2. We kill, and for the Glory, I'm just going to just thinking here. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. Oh, Dread Curse. Okay, 5 curses added to the bag. All right, next I'm going to go ahead and draw another card. That's annoying. I'll draw another card. Okay. Just getting all that out of the way. Enemy phase, nothing going on there. Upkeep. Upkeep. All right. First Doom. Bedeviled. I have to deal with that. Evil Past. Alright, investigation phase. Alright, first things first, I'm going to spend 2 actions to do my Refined. And we're going to go ahead and give ourselves... I think I've been saying Elders. It should be Glory, by the way. We'll do Hunt. Actually, yeah, hunt's fine. I mean, there's definitely some things we definitely need relics for, but we can wait on that. All right, last action, I will go ahead and try to get rid of this Bedeviled. We're 4-3. And unfortunately, I have no way of committing because of the tower. We fail. All right, Wendy. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. Then draw a card. I spend 2 to fast out Talisman of Protection. And then I'm going to draw a card. All right. Oh, actually, I could have done something else. Oh, well, I'll do it next round. Enemy phase, nothing going on there. Upkeep. Upkeep. Mythos. Second Doom. Wrecked. And Bedeviled. Alright, I'm not too concerned about Bedeviled at this point. Investigation phase. I'm going to have Wendy move to where Lily Chen's at, and then I'll have her activate Lily Chen's Bedeviled. This puts us at 4-3. I'll spend an offering to go 6-3. I succeed, get rid of it. Then I'll do the same thing for the other one with a Sparrow Mask. It's a lightning bolt, by the way, so it doesn't. Bedevil doesn't do anything to it. I do pass, and I get rid of it. Okay, so now it goes to Lily Chen. So the question is, can I do enough damage? Can I do enough damage fast enough? That's the thing. I think I can do it, as long as I don't miss. Which can definitely happen. Alright, we'll spend 6 clues to advance. Alright, Revelation put the Witch's Circle into play in the center of the play area in front of none of the investigators. The lead investigator spawns the set-aside Annette Mason at the Witch's Circle. After the enemy phase begins, move each ready unengaged witch once towards the Witch's Circle. Victory 2. 3 Shroud, 9 clues. Annette has 8 health, High Priestess, 4 combat, 4 evade, has Retaliate. After the enemy phase begins, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, spawn each witch enemy discarded by this effect at Annette Mason's location. If no witch enemies are discarded by this effect, ready her. Come, sisters, our time is now. Victory 2, hits for 1 and 1. Okay. So I need to hit her essentially 4 times. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do Runic Axe. I'll spend 1 charge to do Hunt, which will get me engaged here. I'm 6-4. And we'll go 8-4. We pass. There's a bless. Do 1 damage. Okay. Then I'll attack again. We'll do Power. And spend an offering. We pass. Do 2 damage. And then we'll do we'll do Brandicathuga. We'll go 6-4. We pass. I'll spend 2 charges to do 2 damage. Enemy phase, I'm going to get hit for 1 and 1. I'll take a damage here. And I'll take a horror here. Oh, actually, at the start of this, discard the top 3. Okay, no witches. All right, upkeep. Okay, we got a backstab. Third do. Demonic Piping surges into Rotting Remains. I'm 4-3. I can't commit anything. That is only -1, so I do pass. Centuries of Secrets. I'm 4-5 right now. I'll go 5-5 with Pocket Multi-Tool. And pass. Oh no, we fail by 1. Which I'm okay with. I'll fail by 1. Discard top card. It is a curse. I take 1 damage. Alright, investigation phase. Oh, since I took a damage, I do get an offering back. Okay, let's start with Lily Chen. I'm going to go ahead and attack using the Runic Axe. I'm going to spend 2 charges. I'll do Power and Accuracy. This puts us at 8-4. We pass and do 2 damage, and then I will discard the Beat Cop to do 1 damage. And I'll put her in the victory display. Oh yeah, I didn't even read this part. A circle unbroken. You come across a clearing where a ritual circle has been constructed. Several hooded figures stand around it in a trance, unaware of your presence. Overlooking the ritual is a powerfully built woman who brandishes a long, wavy dagger as she sees you approach. Leave this place at once, she commands. So either you can get rid of the clues or get rid of her. We chose the former. A circle undone. If you advanced by defeating Inet Mason, stop. The Coven leader yells in a commanding voice, grimacing from wounds you've inflicted. You're not sure if she's speaking to you or to the hooded woman surrounding you, but regardless, there is a sudden stillness in the clearing around the circle. Resolution 1. All right, Resolution 1. Nothing really is going to change here. The spell was broken. Yeah, Witch's spell was broken. I don't know how to spell. There we go. Broken. We get a Mesmerizing Flute and Ritual Components. Okay. Each investigator earns 1 bonus experience as they gain insight into Arkham's mysterious past. And then we get Victory X. So 7 victory. +1 for the finding out more about Arkham. +1 for the great work for Lily Chen. +2 for Wendy Adams for Karen Zobel. Okay. Sorry about any mistakes I made. I think I did pretty good. I'm glad I caught the issue with Wendy's Amulet pretty early. Like I said, since I played it, the only card I played was the Keep Faith. So yeah, the idea, I guess, for Wendy's Amulet is you probably want to play cards, a bunch of events first, then play Wendy's Amulet, and then go to town, which is still not a bad thing. But it is something to be aware of. Or, I mean, in the case of Wendy Adams' ability and things like Lawrence Carlisle and Nautical Charts, actually just discarding cards and then playing it with Wendy's Amulet is definitely a way to play this. So, honestly, I think this build will still be okay. And honestly, this went pretty well. We still had a backup strat. We had an offering on Sparrow Mask, and we could do backstab. We did have a lucky in the discard, 2 luckies in the discard that we never actually played. So we can play that with Wendy's Amulet to kind of guarantee we get things done. All right. So with all that said and done, let's go ahead and spend XP. So let me BRB. All right. So for Lily Chen, I'm going to go ahead and stick to the plan for 7 experience because it's down the rabbit hole. I only have 2 cards that are supply or tactic. So I'm going to put one of my refines and one of my emergency caches here. So unfortunately, one of the slots is going to go unused for now. As much as I would love to get Ever Vigilant, I do want to take advantage of the down the rabbit hole, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my Beat Cops for 1 experience each, which will total up to 9 experience. And Beat Cop level 2 is going to be interesting. If I can get any of my charge cards, which are any of my spells with Runic Axe, and then a Spectral Shield, I can put it on Beat Cop and essentially have pseudo almost unlimited damage from it. And Tesla's damage is something I will definitely approve of. So that's 9 experience. And we did get technically a free hunt thanks to Refine, so hopefully we'll get to play with that more. Over here with Wendy, I went back and forth a bit about this, but I'm going to spend 4 experience upgrading the backpacks. I'm going to go ahead and swap out a Sparrow Mask and one of my Lawrence Carlyles for Favor of the Sun, which I'll go over in a bit. I'm going to swap out my Perceptions for At a Crossroads, and then I will get Ancient Covenant, which is you can exhaust it whenever a Bless token is revealed to immediately end the test, and you don't reveal an additional Bless token. You can also do this for other people, which is pretty helpful, or other people at your location. The Favor of the Sun, what this does is a fast packed Bless, costs 2 to get out. You can seal up to 3 blesses on it, and once there are no tokens on it, you discard it. As a reaction, when you reveal a Chaos token, you can exhaust it to resolve a token sealed on this, in this case a Bless, as if it were from your Chaos pack. So with this, in combination with Ancient Covenant, you essentially just have Wendy pass a test. That's essentially what it translates into. So yeah, we got that going for us. So that's the first part of the Bless stuff. The next thing we need to do is upgrade our Keep Faiths, because unfortunately being indebted does hurt a lot. And then there's another card that uses Bless tokens that will hopefully be something we can mess around with in the future. But we'll see how that goes. Actually, I might not grab that second thing, since it might be kind of hard to set up. It is what it is. Anyway, delete that. Oh, and I accidentally put my Ancient Covenant in here. I'm also going to need to look up and see what other options there are for getting Blesses out for Survivor, because I'm not too familiar with it. In any case, we're good to go here. And we'll be diving into at Death's Doorstep next time. Definitely no complaints about this second attempt at this. Getting maximum amount of clues. I mean, the only clue, maximum amount of XP. The only thing we missed was the Piper of Azathoth, which honestly I never try to go for because he's really strong and very painful to deal with. All right, so yeah, I am the Depressed Dealer. This was Arkham Horror, the card game on Tabletop Simulator. Circle Undone with Lily Chin and Wendy Adams did the Witching Hour, and I'll see you guys next time.